Good evening, parents, board members, fellow faculty members, administrators, and most importantly, new inductees. Thank you so much for having me here to speak tonight. It's very, very flattering to be asked by such great students to give this keynote speech. In order to give a somewhat memorable speech, Faran, do you have the timer for me? You got it? Okay, good. So, I don't know why I started this tradition a few years ago, but to get kids properly fired up for physics, So this flower is going to convert a bunch of sound energy into kinetic energy by doing there's a battery in there and stuff. But anyways, I won't talk about the physics too much, but in order to get kids fired up for physics, I will say, all right, kiddies, let's get ready for physics, and then I hold out physics for a really long time, and that motivates kids to get ready for physics. So I'm going to do that right now. So instead of going, let's get ready for physics, I'm going to go, let's get ready for NHS, and while I hold out NHS, if you want to clap, cheer, make some noise, pump me up, that'd be entirely appropriate. Okay, so Rob, you ready? You got me? Okay, good. All right, kiddies. Oh, that's ready for NHS. Sometimes I've got up to 40. That's okay. I'm a little nervous tonight. There we go. Okay. Thank you for your support. Again, I'm very flattered to be chosen to speak here tonight. And all of you know I'm way out of my comfort zone, since in the past I've had the very easy but necessary job of lighting the candles and being part of the honor guard. So I'm kind of jealous of my colleagues over here because they don't get to talk. I'm really comfortable talking to kids every day about physics, but I don't really know that much about giving speeches, especially NHS speeches. So I thought about giving a physics lecture, but I chose not to. I also thought about getting up here and doing a modern interpretive dance, but I didn't think that was quite appropriate either, so I won't. So I figured this would be a new challenge that I have to meet. So first off, parents, thank you so much for raising such a wonderful kid. The ceremony is just almost as much for you guys as it is for them. I mean, they're the reason that makes teaching such a really rewarding and great job, and they keep me coming back to work every day. I mean, one of the most important factors in a kid's success is how much support they get at home. So clearly, you guys have done your job. So let's give it up for the parents. They were probably cool before they had you guys, so just consider all the time and effort that they've given up, whether it's driving you to open gym for badminton or whatever else that you might be at school late at night for, Rube Goldberg, whatever else. So kids, you should be very proud of your accomplishments so far, because this certainly is not something that everybody gets to do. You made your teachers notice something about you that makes us think you exhibit the qualities of a very successful person. You haven't only done great things in class, but you've shown other excellent qualities besides scholarship. You've shown you're willing to put in the time to make something worth doing, whether that be a sport, club, activity, what have you. So I'd say continue to make memories and take advantage of the great opportunities you have, both here and wherever you end up after high school. I mean, to continue to learn, grow, take some risks, and get out of your comfort zone. I know I am right now, just talking to a big group. So I can tell you firsthand what getting out of your comfort zone can sometimes lead to. A few years ago, I interviewed for a coaching position here for the badminton team. I never really played badminton a lot. I played tennis before, but badminton's a lot different. But I felt like I wanted to do something more. I was ready to take on another challenge. And like I said, even though I didn't know a lot, I thought it was something I could have a lot of fun with. So I didn't get the position that year, but the next year, I actually got a call from the head coach, and I was made one of the coaches here at Hawkins State High School. And like I said, not knowing much about badminton, I took it upon myself to start what's called the P90S instead of the P90X conditioning session, and that involves lots of rigorous exercise, like ab work, running, general sweating. Mrs. Rosen would be very, very proud of that. So I decided, even if I didn't have too much wisdom to share with these kids on the court, the least I could do as I was learning about the game was to make sure we didn't lose because we were out of shape. So a few years later, I was promoted to head coach, and playing and coaching badminton has become a very big passion of mine, something I really, really enjoy. I stepped out of my comfort zone, and I appeared for the first time in front of kids without a tie on. To that point, I always wore a tie every day to school. When I was coaching, it was the first time I took off my tie. It was uncomfortable for me. Like I said, I stepped from my comfort zone, but it's led to a lot of great memories for me and a lot of on-the-court success, because we've had a lot of girls qualify for state the last few years. But as fun as winning is, I would say it's more the memories I've made and the students that I've built relationships with that will stay with me for many years to come. Sometimes it's the silly things that happen, like on the bus ride to or from a match, or the early morning stop at Panera, that people will remember and keep with us. So as much as I have a passion for physics, and I get super, super excited when I talk about that too, I found another passion in badminton that almost by chance, I would say. It's been so much fun, and it's enriched my life so much, and I'm very lucky to have found another passion this late in life, because I'm pretty old. So I would say continue to learn, as you never know when you really need to know something or who you'll meet because of it. There's some speculation as to whether or not the great Michael Faraday actually said this or not, but I like this quote maybe, so I'm going to use it to you. He just discovered the phenomenon of electromagnetism, and someone asked him what it could be used for. And in reply, he supposedly said, well, but what use is a newborn baby? So Faraday certainly didn't know that what he discovered would lead to the invention of a motor, or things like cell phones, or anything like that, but he just wanted to learn and understand the world better. Likewise, we as teachers don't really know what you guys will become as of yet, but we think you show some ability to make a difference in the world. And that's the thing, like, just because you have talent or ability doesn't mean that you'll be a success in whatever you choose to do. You need to continue to persevere and display some resilience to get to where you want to go. So I say take a class that you don't really know much about and may not really want to go into later in your life. Join a club that maybe doesn't sound super appealing at first glance. You never really know when you might learn something new or help spark another passion in you. You may also make a new lifelong friend or start a new meaningful relationship with someone. I also want to share something Sir Isaac Newton once said. He's one of my favorite physicists. So he said, if I've seen further than others, it's by standing on the shoulders of giants. So don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it, and don't back down from an opportunity just because it seems difficult or daunting or just generally hard. I know when I was in high school, I wasn't exactly a great physics student. I was okay, but physics for me was very challenging, and I didn't really start to understand it until I started teaching it. And until then, I had to keep counting my friends and teachers and professors who were way smarter than I am until I could form some semblance of understanding of physics. So get all the help that you can through those tough times, and lean on the people who care about you. Be willing to share your successes as well as your failures with other people. So like I said, I just want you guys to find something you're passionate about, keep trying to learn and apply new things, and continue to make memories and keep making good decisions. We think that you have the necessary traits to be successful, but please remember that success is not guaranteed to anybody. You have to continue to apply and get the most out of your many talents. You've shown yourselves very, very capable so far, so keep improving yourself and keep on going. Congratulations for being inducted, and thank you again for being here tonight.